What's up, my YouTube friends? I'm Jeremy from WeldTec Designs, and I am on vacation this week, enjoying my new RV, hanging out watching me on TV, right? I mean, isn't that what you guys would do if you were on vacation? So, hang out, watch me on TV. If only I could just do that instead. As you can see, we're just here in the parking lot of the wonderful WeldTec Designs, and I am hanging out, dreaming that I was in someplace beautiful with this amazing, beautiful Thor RV. This Quantum is friggin' sweet. I dig it. There's so much in this RV, inside and outside, that I'm gonna show you guys. So I guess we better get started on it, because you guys don't wanna just sit around and watch me just sit in this chair, but this is pretty nice, you know? Outside, you can just put the awning out, just be hanging out. This thing's rad, I like it. Let's talk about this RV, and we're gonna do this in 2 steps. First, I'm gonna go a blast from the past and show you guys what this RV used to look like. And now that we've done that, I'm gonna take you to the future, or maybe this is the future, and then we go the blast. Either way, we got airplanes flying over. No matter what, whenever we start a video, craziness happens. All right, so this RV is gonna come in at, I believe, around 32 feet. But in the front of this, we wanna show you this thing is awesome. So we did a 6-inch kit in this. And you may think that it's crazy, who would wanna do a 6-inch kit. I'm gonna grab my handy dandy tape measure so we can measure the before and after. I got sidetracked by this TV craziness, you know? So as we come up here and we're gonna measure the front of this, and we're at about 38 3/4 of an inch. Man, we're like, I'm gonna call it 39. So we'll do a little side-by-side comparison. So we're coming in at 39 inches to the front fender. Now this is still running a stock tire. We did not do a tire upgrade on this. So you will be able to measure your own RV at home to do a comparison to what your RV would be once you added this amazing kit to the front of it. Now, if you're wondering what's involved in this amazing kit, let's talk about that for a minute. So as we jump down in here, you can see some dirty coils because it has been raining here. And then we have our Fox 2.0 shocks, and that is gonna be with a reservoir. That is really nice. We're gonna have our modified beams, our extended radius arms, and brackets. You can also tell, we tell you guys this all the time, we push that wheel forward to give us a ton of room back here if we want to run a bigger wheel. Now I will tell you that this thing has 2 things on it that we did not do in this that typically you will see we do. Now why I'm telling you this is because perhaps you've already spent the money on a Roadmaster sway bar or a Roadmaster steering stabilizer, and if you did, of course, we don't want to throw that away. We're not having to sell you more stuff if you don't need it. So on the front of this, you will see the upgraded sway bar from Roadmaster, and then you're also going to see their steering stabilizer under the front of this as well. So no Fox or King steering stabilizer on the front of this. This thing really does drive amazing. And other than taking my word for it, hopefully the owner of this will, let us know what he thinks and let you guys know what he thinks as well. So let's jump to the back. Oh wait, before we do, I know we did this too. So you can see we have our stabilizer jacks. I know we measured these in the beginning, and now we're gonna be coming in, let's say to the bottom of that, we're gonna be about 10 5/8 of an inch to the bottom portion of this, or if you wanna go to the lip right there, we're at 10 7/8. So a ton of room in there in order that this is not going to drag or be an issue anymore. Now I'm gonna show you later on in this video, we have cut some wood to show you what you might want to do or need to do in order to get this to work now with the additional clearance that it has. Let's jump to the back. So as we jump to the back of this, you're going to see that we're coming in at about 13 inches to the bottom of it. And on this one, so on some of these guys, you can move these down. On this one, we did not move it down. Still a ton of room. Now you can see I've cut some wood here to show you. A lot of people ask is what you would do. And a lot of times this is what I would do, is I would take the wood and I would set it up like so. that will give this a nice platform. Now you can see I have some wood on the other side, and I will use that to level out this thing, because I'm going to show you, we're going to level this whole thing out with the stabilizer jacks. This does have the full wall slide, so I'm going to show you guys the inside of this awesome RV as well. But before we do that, let's talk about what we did to the back of this. So you can see a ton of room here in this wheel well now, which is going to be really nice. So you can see this also has a set of our giant custom leaf springs in order to give us all the lift in here. We've also added our Fox shocks to the back of this, and this as well had a Roadmaster sway bar on it that we kept all of that. The only thing we did do is move it down to a new mounting bracket in order to accommodate the lift of it. So again, if you guys have already purchased one of these things, we don't want you throwing your money away. You can still use it with the lift kit, of course, but I'm going to tell you, when you start adding in the cost of some of these products, I will tell you that they're completely unnecessary with a WeldTec Designs lift on it. Just saying. So there's a before and after of this RV, some measurements that you can go by at home to see where your RV would sit and where it's going to sit with the kit on there, you know. And I will tell you at this point, we're gonna jump inside, but before you guys do, I hope that you've smashed that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and while you're here, like I always say in every video, welcome my YouTube family. What I would appreciate if my family would do is go over to Growing Up Garage and smash that subscribe button over there. Caden is working really hard to grow that channel. We are putting out some great content, and if you have kids or, you know, family members that have kids, I'm sure that they would love to watch that, be entertained by Caden and all of his craziness. And we have a lot of fun stuff going on over there, so go ahead and do that. So I think we go and check out the inside. You guys want to see this thing? Let's go. So as we jump to the inside of this, you can see that the inside is just as beautiful as the outside, with a lot of room here. And of course this is going to grow dramatically more, but we wanted to show you exactly what it looks like before we put the slide out. So you can see that it's got room up above. We got lots of room back here. Now, this is a bunkhouse model, which is really cool. I will tell you, your kids will have to be small in order to crawl into the bunk model if they're going to be wanting to sleep or lay down while you are driving. The other thing is, in order to get to the back bedroom in this, you actually have to go through the bathroom in order to come all the way back here, guys, into the bedroom, which, you know, really isn't that big of a deal, but you can see it's still, what I do like about that, I would rather do that than not be able to get to it. You see some of these where the bed actually folds up and you can't really use that bed in the rear. Still, this is fully usable and this is nice back here. Let's go ahead and push this wall out so you guys can see what that looks like and just see how big this gets. Inside we have activated the leveling jacks. Let's go outside and make sure that that's, oh, there we go, is all going up like we want. So as you can see now, the wood is there to offset the difference that we did in the lift. You can see the stabilizers are working on both sides, coming down and using that wood because it would not reach the ground otherwise if you did not have the wood in there. They are not long enough. So this thing's leveling out, and then we can go ahead and open up that big slide. All right, so now the slide is all the way out in this thing, and you can kind of see the shape here when the slide was all the way in, so you can see just how much more space you have in this, which is going to be really nice. So if you're hanging out in your RV, it definitely makes all the difference in the world, especially when you're up here in this kind of like what I'm going to call like the hangout area. You know, you're eating, your family's hanging out over here. This is what, you know, camping is great. And, you know, I mean, yes, we love being outside, but when we are inside, we do have a ton of room in here. So this thing is going to sleep a ton of people. I'm going to say that we're going to get 2 adults up here, no problem. We're going to probably be sleeping kids on this table bed, and then this couch is also going to fold out to a bed which we're going to be able to sleep 2 more. So if you have even more kids, or maybe even adults, because I mean, who doesn't love bunk beds? I mean, come on. I know this is where Austin's going to insert that fun clip of bunk beds from Step Brothers. It's like my favorite. I love that movie. So much room for activities! Now that the slide is out though, you can see you don't have to go through the bathroom in order to get to the back bedroom, which is obviously going to be nice. So as we come back here into the back bedroom, I'm going to tell you what I do like about this. Now, I always feel like I personally, when I am camping and I get up to go to the bathroom, I'm going to wake up the kids. Now keep in mind with this now, I'm going to switch Austin around here and we're going to push this closed. So now I am able to get up out of bed and go directly into the bathroom without going through where the kids would be. And now that door will shut as well to completely close off the bathroom. Look at that. So now you have it 2 ways. If you have guests, your guests can use the bathroom without coming into the rear bedroom or looking in here if you have crap piled in here, or if you're getting up in the middle of the night. I think that's an easy access to the bathroom. That is going to be a huge plus for me. I mean, I love this full wall slide. You're going to have a wardrobe closet. We got our TV for just hanging out, but this bedroom definitely has a ton of room in here. And I kind of dig that, these little slider locks. If it's going to slide. There we go. I don't know. I like it, but once it gets to a good point, it really opens up. Maybe it doesn't. Not so much. Not really a fan of that. So, I know the kids would love the bunk beds, and I will tell you what else they would love about these bunk beds is both of them also are going to have TVs, and it looks like a HD or even maybe a DVD player in each one of these TVs, and there's one at the bottom. I will tell you that the one other bunkhouse model that I may like more than this is there are some of them where this top bed folds up and then there's a table for 2 at the bottom. So your kids can actually come back here, sit and eat, and it gives you a little bit more room for seating, because you think about it, really we're sleeping, 8 to 10 people in this, but we only have seating for eating for 4. So, definitely love more table space with the kiddos. I don't know if I'm missing anything on this. I personally am going to give this RV a huge thumbs up. I love the floor plan. I love the amount of room in here with that full wall slide. So I think that's going to wrap this video up, guys. If you have questions, please comment below. I know that you have already hit that subscribe button if you're hanging out here, because I've given you guys a ton of information, like lots of information here. You got to at least thumbs up. Help me out here. Help me out, because what it does is it helps the YouTube God say, hey, this was valuable information. I like it. Send it out to more people. So that's it. I want to go back to camping. It's lunchtime. We're out of here. We're done. See you guys.